Do you consider yourself beautiful, or do you believe that you're beautiful because you follow society's standards? Have you ever wondered where these beauty standards come from? One of the most influential ways that certain beauty standards are created is because of the popularity within idols and celebrities. Every country has its own definition of what they consider to be beautiful. But for this video analysis, I focus on United States and South Korea, and how both countries give you impossible standards of beauty. Dictionary.com defines lookism as discrimination or prejudice based on a person's physical appearance. This plays an important role when being influenced by society's beauty standards. Certain norms of what is considered beautiful are not seen as attractive in South Korea, and vice versa. For instance, in the US, Barbie-like bodies and facial features are idealized. Some of the most influential people that promote this image would be the Kardashians.
I was just thinking about the beauty standards in the world today.
I just feel like we have huge influence in what are we doing with our power. I think I just see so many young girls on the internet now fully editing.
Yeah.
The editing and I went through that stage too, and I feel like I'm in a better place, but other people can instill insecurities in you.
They are known for undergoing surgery to have doll-like body features such as thin waists yet curvy bodies.
I've always been curvy. I've never been one to think that stick skinny is attractive.
I would say my favorite part of my body is my small waist.
As well as their tan skin, since this shows wealth in being able to afford to go to a tan bed, or often to go on vacation and being able to sunbathe on the beach.
I always feel my best when I'm tan. Having a tan is something that every girl wants. It makes you look skinnier, it makes you look better. I just like that glowy tan feeling, so I just think, everyone could use a tan. When I'm pale, I feel a little bit heavier. I feel not as much myself.
Whereas in South Korea, they see light skin complexion as wealth because they do not have labor jobs that require to be all day in the sun.
During the Joseon dynasty, the ideals of beauty stems from fair-looking skin and cherry lips. This was done to accentuate the elegance of their status, so their high social class status. The Korean beauty standard was just always associated with their social status through classism.
Well, historically, Koreans that were out in the sun all day working in the rice fields were tan and had a darker shade, but those who were wealthy stayed inside and had pale skin, so it's a status of wealth. But I want a tan so bad. Huh? Being tanned here is a status of wealth because it implies that we can afford luxurious holidays to be out in the sun all day. Yeah, and that's why you're out in the sun all day and get skin cancer and look 80 when you're 40. Excuse me?
Additionally, thin bodies are seen as attractive. Idols such as Lisa, Jisoo, Jennie, and Rosé from Blackpink follow these standards of having slim bodies and small faces. Other Korean beauty standards that they follow are having thigh gaps, double eyelids, slim noses with a high nose bridge, full heart-shaped lips, and fair skin. When it comes to height, Lisa is the only one who achieves the idealized height of at least 165 centimeters and fits the 1/8 golden ratio. This golden ratio is when the measurement of the head fits into the measurement of the body height exactly 8 times. Other than that, all of the members of Blackpink are known for following the majority of Korean beauty standards. Learning about another country's beauty standards brings more awareness. This helps understand why there are different perspectives when it comes to beauty. When I lived in South Korea in 2021, I was able to start seeing beauty standards in a different perspective. I interviewed friends that I met in South Korea and in the United States who have previously lived in South Korea to get their perspectives on beauty standards, questioning if they found them trendy or toxic.
Yes, I think it can be toxic and it can work very negatively. Especially teenagers are interested in their appearance, so they can constantly compare themselves to celebrities or idols. This could be linked to their self-esteem, and there could be a bad effect.
I think that a lot of the current beauty standards that are pushed pressure a lot of people into changing themselves to something that they usually wouldn't typically conform to, or things that I think sometimes convince people that they're lesser than others.
All of the Instagram pictures are not toxic, but for the plastic surgery in Gangnam, that's another story.
Advertisements play an important role in persuading and impacting consumers to take a part of these societal standards.
I live in Seoul, and especially my workplace is in Gangnam. And in Gangnam Station, you can easily find a lot of advertisement, which is marketing about plastic surgery in Gangnam Station.
The image that idols promote can be imitated and can negatively affect viewers when comparing themselves.
Celebrities and idols seem to be selected as a model for certain cosmetic brands, and they advertise a lot through indirect ways in TV program. For example, most of idols shown on TV are thinner than normal weight. So there are many students who are on a diet, and most of them are on a diet that starves, not a healthy diet, which can be a social problem.
일단은 그냥 생으로 굽는 거랑 그다음에 사과 다이어트는 뭐 다들 많이 했을 거고요. 3일 동안 이제 하루에 사과만 먹는 거.
효과는 제일 빠르지 않나. 뭔가 급하게 좀만 다이어트를 하고 싶다면 굶어본 적이 있었던 것 같아요. 삼시세끼는 먹는 바나나 다이어트라든지 아니면 정말 약을 먹고 뺏는 경우도 있고요. 아니면 진짜 안 먹는.
This does not apply to everyone, but in both the US and South Korea, there can be an impossible goal to reach when comparing oneself to celebrities or idols that have plastic surgery or cosmetic procedures done, professional makeup artists and stylists, edited or photoshopped pictures, and much more, making it unrealistic to naturally look like them.
I think particularly for both, I see a lot about skin lightening. I think that there's also a lot of pressure to be thin. I think that thinness is something that's oftentimes glamorized. I think there's also just a lot of commentary on body in general that I think is not always appropriate.
Nowadays, everyone is exposed to social media, and a lot of information is shared within it. So I think social media has a lot of influence when talking about the beauty standards.
Social media comes from people, so these are often ideals that are just pushed by people, and social media is just a great platform to, send those images and those ideas out in mass.
The beauty standards will be different from one side of the world to another, so it is important to learn about others before judging. Remember, beauty does come from within, and it starts with what truly makes one happy.